So you know what I find really interesting? The AI space is evolving every single day. Did you know that you can now use AI to build a fully functional app? This is great when trying to drive traffic to a digital product. Back in the day, you would have needed a software developer, maybe some sort of app engineer, but in the times that we're living in right now, all you need is a simple prompt. And in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can do this using Google AI Studio's brand new feature. So this is the interface that I'm going to be using in this video. I'm going to be showing you different ways that you can build a web application, even if you're a complete beginner and you're new to all of this. So to find this, you're just going to go over to the aistudio.google.com/apps URL. And then from here, all you got to do is enter a prompt. Now I'm going to come back to this in a moment, and I just want to give you the foundation of what I'm going to be doing today. So on this channel, as you guys know, I'm someone that likes to build and put digital products out there on the internet. For example, I've got this one right here. So this is an example demonstration digital product, just to kind of give you guys a understanding of what I'm talking about. So it's an ebook to help people when it comes to the topic of business bookkeeping. It's a simple PDF guide that took me maybe 10 minutes for me to build. So this is the type of digital product I'm talking about. Of course, not just an ebook, there's other ones that you can build, and it doesn't have to be about bookkeeping or accounting. It could be about anything. Or if you're someone that wanted to maybe promote a digital product, but you didn't want to build it yourself, you could also promote someone else's. And to show you what I mean, on this website, PartnerStack, we've got all of these companies that you can start promoting. And if I just click into accounting, because I'm going to be using this particular niche in this video, there's going to be some popular names that you probably heard of, you know, things like QuickBooks, Xero, and the list goes on. So yeah, that's the basic idea of what I'm going to be talking about today. Building a web application with these different AI tools and using it when it comes to driving traffic to your own digital product or someone else's. So for me to figure out what is the best type of web app for me to build in this particular case, I'm just going to go over to Google Gemini and I'm just going to enter this prompt. And what this says is, can you give me the top 10 most searched web apps that I can build to drive traffic to an accounting related digital product? So I may have not typed that right, but I'm sure that it's going to understand exactly what I mean. So what I'm going to do from here, if you're following along, you might want to do the same, is just click into Canvas. And what it should come back with is all of this code. And the reason why you're doing this is because it's going to give you a interactive, clear understanding of what web app is going to be the best one for you to focus on. So if I just make this full screen, okay, so that's much better. So with this, I'm now going to be able to click into any of these. And by the looks of it, it seems like this tax estimator is being searched for a lot on Google Trends. By using Gemini, specifically using this Canvas feature, it's just going to make things a little bit more clear, a little bit more easy to see. And it's going to give you all of these different summaries as well. But yeah, by using this, I can see that a company tax calculator web application is something that may do well because it's something that people are searching for year after year consistently. But this now brings me back to the Google AI Studio. And to find it, once again, you're just going to go to aistudio.google.com/apps. And you just want to make sure that you're on the right model. As you can see, I'm on Gemini 3 Pro right now. And the prompt that I'm going to enter for me to build out this entire website as well as the app is going to be this one. I'm not going to bore you and read out the whole thing, but I just wanted to build a functional, dynamic web app. And I wanted to have these specific things. So this tab for recommended softwares, this is where I'm going to promote things like QuickBooks and Xero. I wanted to have resources because this is where I'm going to promote my ebooks. And I also wanted to have a bank statement analyzer where it's going to allow people to drag and drop their statements for them to get a breakdown of the incomings and the outgoings. And again, guys, what I'm showing you, you can do with any niche. So I'm just going to leave it like this and I'm going to click on build. And the good thing about this new feature is that it's going to give you some ideas on things that you can add to it. So it's asking me, do I want to add, let's say, a tax planning feature? So if I wanted it to add that, I could just click on this. I can scroll through and I can see all of the different things that I may want to add that I probably wasn't thinking about. But for now, I'm just going to let it do its thing. As you can see, it's creating the code right now. It's building out everything. If I want to take a look, I could just click into code just like that. But of course, you don't need to worry yourself with this for now. I'm just going to give it a couple minutes for it to complete. And as soon as it's done, I'm going to be back ASAP and show you the results. Okay, guys, I'm back. And as you can see, it's been able to build out the entire interface. And the good thing about this is that it's not only built the application, but it's built the website as well. So this is going to be perfect when it comes to just getting an idea of if this entire concept is going to work or not. So if I just make it full screen, so this is what my visitors are going to see when they land on this website. And of course, from here, they're going to see the calculator. They're going to be able to enter whatever numbers they want to enter. So I'm just going to say 50,000 just like this. And everything is being updated on the right hand side in this breakdown. And of course, it's going to be fully functional. I can update the cost of sales once again. And as you can see, things have been updated over here. So the fact that Google AI Studio can now do something like this, and it can just give you the entire website, everything is here, the analyzer for people to drag and drop their bank statements. It's also got this software section where it's got all of these different links that people can click on, and of course all of these different links are customizable. And it's also got the resource section over here as well. And of course, if people wanted to log in and save all of their data, save all of their information and continue using it, there's also this functionality as well. Now, the good thing about what Google has done with this new update is that if you wanted to make this go live and you wanted it to be fully functional for people to use straight away with a domain, so on and so forth, you're going to be able to do that using GitHub. So you're going to need to create a GitHub account. You're going to need to save it to GitHub, and then from there, you're going to be able to take the necessary steps. If you wanted to deploy it as well, you can do that using the Google Cloud. And I do have another video coming out real soon where I'm going to break down how you can use these two different features when it comes to making your web app go live. But if you wanted an alternative way of being able to do all of this, where you can have a little bit more flexibility, and you also have features when it comes to being able to collect payments and just being able to make things go live directly on the platform, what you can use is something called Horizons. Now, Horizons is what I've been using for this use case. I would say for the past week, for the past couple weeks, or even up to a month when it comes to building these different web applications. And it works in a very similar way to the AI Studio, in the sense that all you got to do is just enter a prompt and it's going to be able to do the exact same thing. There's going to be some slight differences between the two, and my goal is to show you them so that you can pick whichever solution is best for you, whether the Google AI Studio or Horizons. So we're going to start off by entering the same prompt that I entered into the AI Studio just like this, and then I'm going to click on submit. It's then going to ask you a couple different questions before it begins. So one of the first questions is, would I like my users to be able to save their calculations? So I'm going to say yes. And for the bank statement one, what file format should it be? I'm going to say PDF. So let's just click on submit once again. And there we go. Horizons has now started working on the entire code. You can see it in the background. It's also going to give you some tips as well when it comes to being able to use Horizons. So you can click through just like this. But once again, I'm going to wait for it to complete exactly what it's doing. Shouldn't take more than maybe 3 minutes or so, because it's building out an entire website and it's also building out the application. But as always, I'm going to be back ASAP. All right, guys, I'm back. And as we can see, Horizons has now been able to complete the job. So if I just make it full screen. So yeah, on the surface, it looks really good. You know, there is some slight differences in the way that the Google AI Studio done it. This one has a slider. Of course, I could have added that using the Google AI Studio, but this one has been able to do this. But for the most part, they all look very similar in terms of the two different options that I've been able to make. So this is the calculator right here. It's going to be able to update everything if the person moves the sliders just like this. In terms of the recommended softwares, as you can see, it's added QuickBooks as well as Xero, and I'm going to be able to now update my links in these different sections. The resources, it's got the different ebooks. You know, right now it says that they're going to be free ebooks, but that's not the case. I'm going to be charging for them, and I'm going to show you how you can update this in a moment. And it's also got this bank analyzer section as well. Now, this is one of the most impressive things that I've seen, because the way that it's able to read PDFs is truly amazing. The fact that I don't need an engineer, I don't need an app designer to help me do this. Everything works as it should from a simple prompt. And to show you how impressive this is, I've got this example bank statement that I'm going to be using. It's got all of these transactions. It's not real, guys. I just made it just to walk you through how all of this stuff works and what you're going to be able to do yourself. So what I'm going to do is just drag it in there just like this. And instantly, as you can see, it's now been able to come back with the breakdown of all of the different transactions. There might be some slight adjustments that I need to make to it on the back end so that it knows exactly what to look out for. But it's been able to organize all of the transactions. May not be 100% accurate as of yet, but I'm sure that you guys get the point as to how this works. If I want to fine tune anything, I'm going to be able to do that on the left hand side. I could just come over here, enter a prompt and tell it to look out for specific things and use a certain way when it comes to analyzing the PDF documents. But I would say that's quite impressive, the fact that it's even able to do that. And to show you how simple it is when it comes to making adjustments using simple prompts, let's say if I didn't want the ebooks to be free, but instead I wanted to charge for them, I'm going to be able to enter this prompt and I'm going to say on the resource page, I want you to make an update so that the ebooks are not free, but it's going to cost a certain amount. And I also want Horizons to add a button that says purchase instead of download free ebook. So you can be as specific as you want when it comes to doing all of this, but I'm just trying to keep it simple for you guys. I'm going to click on enter and I'm going to wait for it to do its thing. Okay guys, so I'm back. So let's double check if it's been able to do it or not. I'm just going to click on resources and yep, it's been able to update everything. Over here before it said free resources, even updated that even though I didn't tell it to do so. And of course, as we can see, all of these different links have been updated as well. And the good thing about using something like Horizons is that when it comes to people using all of these different features on this web application, they're going to be able to register, they're going to be able to create an account. And this is all going to be managed on the back end. You're going to be able to view all of your customers' details, information, how many customers or how many signups you've been able to get by clicking on integrations. And what you're going to do is sign up to something called Supabase. As you can see here, you're going to be able to add user signups, login, data storage, and other back end features. And when it comes to just generally collecting payments, you're going to be able to do that using Stripe. You're going to be able to add an online store if you want to make any adjustments to any of the products on your site. So there's a little bit more flexibility. It's a little bit more user friendly, I would say, when it comes to using this. But of course, it all depends on what you're doing, what your niche is, how you're trying to structure things, and the best case scenario for your own particular situation. And before I forget, I'm going to leave all the details for the Google AI Studio down below, as well as Horizons as well. I'm going to leave discount codes. If you want to check out any one of them, you're going to be able to find all the information in the description. But for those of you that have gotten to this point of the video, and maybe you're thinking, Sam, what you've shown me is really impressive, but I don't even have a digital product for me to put out there. What exactly can I do? Well, you got a couple different options, but one of the first things that you can do is just create a step-by-step plan that's going to give you all of the different prompts that you need and all of the steps that you need to take. And the way that you can do that is by using this Google AI Studio Digital Product Builder. This is something that I built myself. And again, you're going to be able to find it linked down below for completely free. I've shown it on my channel previously, but there's been some updates to it. So I'm just going to quickly walk you through all of the different steps. So number one is what type of digital product are you interested in? You've got all of these different options to choose from, but we're going to stick with the ebook example today. I'm going to click on next. What is your skill level? I'm going to say beginner because most of you are probably beginners. Question 3 is why do you want to make a digital product? It's going to be for this reason. Question 4 is what type of niche do you have knowledge in? So you've got all of these different choices, but if you want me to add any additional ones, just comment it down below and I'll get it sorted. But let's go with accounting and bookkeeping because that's what we've been focused on in today's video. Question 5 is how do you want to put your digital product out there? So you can either do it through your own website, you can do it through a platform like Gumroad, Teachable, Thinkific, Amazon, Etsy, all of these different options. But of course, we're going to click on interactive web application. What color scheme do you want? I'm going to say professional. And finally, how do you plan to promote it? I'm going to say through Instagram and TikTok Reels. And there we go. I've now got this prompt that you're just going to copy just like this. And it's going to be with this custom prompt that you're now going to go over to the Google AI Studio. And you're going to come back over to this page, the initial one that I showed you earlier, and just paste everything in there just like that. And once you've done that, you're just going to click on build. And just like before, what the Google AI Studio is going to do is start writing out the entire code when it comes to building out this entire interactive plan when it comes to giving you guidance. So let's just wait for it to complete. It shouldn't be too long. All right, perfect. So as we can see, it's been able to do it. Let me just make it full screen. And this is what you're going to get. So this is going to be a dashboard interactive blueprint based on all of the answers that you selected. As you can see, I selected ebook, accounting and bookkeeping. This is the strategy and this is my goal. It's also going to give me this potential calculator as well. So based on the price, let's just say if it's 19 and the estimated traffic is, I don't know, 500 people per day, it's going to give me the potential of what I can expect. It's also giving me the titles for the ebook that it's recommending, as well as the competitors in the space. It's ranked them from number 1 to number 10. It's giving me some blog title ideas. And it's also giving me the checklist that I need to go through when it comes to getting everything up and running. And most importantly, it's giving me all of the prompts that I need and the links for me to visit when it comes to building out everything. So if I wanted to build an ebook, it's giving me the direct link right there, as well as the prompt. And when it comes to being able to build the web application, it's also giving me that in terms of horizons, as well as the Google AI Studio. So yeah, this is something that you can use. It's going to be custom to the answers that you select when it comes to getting all of the necessary steps and all of the prompts that you need when it comes to doing everything that I've shown you in this video. But so far, if you got any sort of value from this video, you've enjoyed it, don't forget to press the like button. And I've got another video coming out real soon where I'm going to be able to expand on a lot of these different topics when it comes to building all of these different softwares and apps using the power of AI. So be sure to subscribe, hit the bell notification so that you don't miss that video. And don't forget, you're going to be able to find the custom digital product prompt builder in the description down below. And if you also wanted to watch another YouTube video that I made not too long ago, well, in this video, I'm going to be able to spend a little bit more time breaking down the fine details of what you need to know when it comes to being able to get a digital product built in the best possible way for 2026. You're going to be able to watch that by clicking the link right there. Be sure to check that out straight after this because that video has helped out countless people. And I'm sure if you're able to watch it from start to finish, it's also going to help you out as well. But as always, guys, I'm going to catch you on that next video. Make sure you stay safe out there. Peace.